Right now, Badger fans will be able to enjoy beer and wine at basketball and hockey games starting this upcoming season. And as we find that out, reaction to the news is a bit mixed.
This is the persecution of the person that's leading by very, very substantial numbers in the Republican primary. So if you can't beat him, you persecute him or you prosecute him.
Former President Trump pleads not guilty to 4 federal charges. A closer look at his day in court. It's all coming up on News 3 now at 10. Well, you'll soon be able to drink Wisconsin-bly while rooting on your Badgers. UW Athletics announcing today alcoholic beverages will be sold at the Kohl Center and also LeBon Arena in general seating areas starting later this fall. Our Catherine Merck asked Badger fans what they think about the decision. Catherine?
Eric, I got a lot of different responses from Badger fans about this change. Some say alcohol won't solve all of the team's problems, while others tell me it will help people forget them for a while. We asked Badger fans, are you raising a glass to UW Athletics' alcohol decision? Some say it's a win.
People who do come to the Kohl Center, they've wanted alcohol here in this arena, right? And I think that it's going to bring a great energy to this building.
You know, college sports is changing. It's probably just, something new that comes with, being an entertainment product like the Badgers are.
Some people fear the fans could be too tipsy at tip-off.
I don't like it because I remember how people behaved back at the Coliseum when they did have the drinking.
I just feel like it's going to be ending up to be a kind of a crappy show, trying to get in, trying to get out.
Fans are wondering what this could mean for the biggest home of the Badgers.
It only makes sense that if we're going to allow alcohol here at the Kohl Center to then allow at Camp Randall.
That thought also has some mixed reactions. Now, do they need to allow it at Camp Randall? What do you think about that?
No, Madison will burn down if you do that.
That's a whole different animal.
These fans hope that ultimately saying cheers in the arena means more cheers from the crowd.
As soon as, the juices get flowing, the loud yells and yelps get going, the guys on the bench, they're going to feel it. And I think that their performance on the court will improve from that.
Minnesota is going to not like anything that comes out of this.
Wisconsin was only one of a few Big Ten schools that did not allow alcohol to be sold at any sporting events. Other universities in the conference, like Nebraska and Northwestern, have also made recent decisions to start selling it at basketball games this year.
Catherine, thank you. An update now on a missing Sauk County teen who hasn't been seen since the middle of June. Authorities say a search of 2 electronic devices used by 13-year-old James Jablonski revealed internet searches about possibly traveling out of state. The Sauk County Sheriff's Office says deputies have looked at those devices for any clues. One of those devices is owned by the Jablonski family. The other was issued to him by the Baraboo School District. In addition to 2 web browser searches about traveling out of state, authorities also found searches for locations in Wisconsin, but didn't specify where those locations were. Jablonski was first reported missing back on June 12th. Authorities say he took a family vehicle, which later they found on the side of Highway 12 near Devils Lake State Park. Their search at that time focused on the Baraboo Bluffs and the Sauk Prairie Recreation Area, and authorities actually found a makeshift campsite with property believed to be Jablonski's. A few days later, June 19th, authorities said they believed Jablonski may be trying to live off the grid as a survivalist and was better prepared to survive the elements than perhaps they originally thought. Then early last month, investigators said they were reviewing all tips to find him and that all avenues were being explored to bring him home. And then on July 20th, his family offered that $10,000 reward for his return. And we have much more reporting on Jablonski's disappearance online. Just look for that coverage at channel3000.com. Meanwhile, some breaking news out of Portage tonight. First responders have recovered the body of one swimmer who went missing earlier today in the Wisconsin River. The body of a second swimmer remains unaccounted for. Authorities say the swimmers, 2 young adults, were playing football on a sandbar when one went into the water but never came back up. The second swimmer then went in the water to rescue the other, but didn't surface either. Rescue crews found the body of the first swimmer about 7 this evening, but have since stopped their rescue efforts for the night. It will resume in the morning. Authorities in Marshall say last night's heavy police presence on Main Street was a result of an attempted robbery turned shooting. Officers say they encountered a fight between a store clerk and a suspect at a liquor store near Highway 19. This was just after 7:30 last night. The suspect fled but was later found by police. When they attempted to arrest him, he was able to get away and fired a shot at an officer who was not hit. Multiple agencies were called to help find the suspect, who was later captured in a residential area, and that shooting remains under investigation. Tomorrow will bring warm and humid weather again. There may be some severe weather threatening us by Sunday. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti is here with the First Warn forecast.
Yeah, we do have a First Warn weather alert day in the forecast for Sunday for the potential for severe weather. Looks like the greatest threat will be Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening, at least across southern Wisconsin. And the highest threat probably down toward the Illinois state line, but all of southern Wisconsin could be affected with high winds, hail, heavy rainfall. Some of the rain we could use, but not too much. And even the threat for an isolated tornado or two, especially if the storm tracks a little bit farther to the north. Now, this morning we had some fog. The time lapse shows how that lifted. Then we just had those cumulus clouds popping up during the afternoon. For the most part, most of southern Wisconsin has been dry. However, you can see on Doppler track, there's been a narrow line of showers and thunderstorms that's moved from central Wisconsin into southeastern portions of the state. Right now, a narrow line of storms from just east of Portage to around Columbus and to just south of Beaver Dam, heading to the south and southeast. But most areas will stay dry. These showers and storms will probably fizzle out pretty quickly as they head toward Milwaukee and southeastern Wisconsin. High temperatures today, 87 Madison. To the north, it was even warmer. 90 in Camp Douglas, 91 in Black River Falls, 92 in La Crosse. Right now, temperatures are still pretty mild. 79 in Madison, 74 in Lone Rock, 73 in Janesville. Across Dane County, still 75 in Middleton, 79 in McFarland, and 78 in Deerfield. Look for skies to be partly cloudy overnight. Those showers and storms north and east of Madison ending by about midnight. And we could see some patchy fog toward morning with a low of 67. Later on, I'll take a look at our prospects for strong to severe thunderstorms on Sunday and try to time them out, tell you how much rain to expect as well.
Gary, thank you. Former President Donald Trump had his first day in court as he faces federal charges for illegally seeking to overturn the 2020 election. Trump entered a not guilty plea in the hearing that lasted less than half an hour. Natalie Brand now with the latest from Washington.
At his arraignment, former President Donald Trump pleaded not guilty to charges he plotted to overturn the 2020 presidential election. Before flying out of the nation's capital to his New Jersey golf club, Trump spoke out against prosecutors.
This is a persecution of a political opponent. This was never supposed to happen in America.
The former president's appearance at this federal courthouse in Washington, D.C. came just 2 days after a grand jury indicted him on 4 felony counts. They include conspiracy to defraud the United States and obstruction of an official proceeding related to the January 6th Capitol attack, the U.S. Capitol within view of the federal courthouse.
There is no doubt in my mind that Jack Smith has already written his closing argument when this indictment was drafted, because you have to look at the result when you look at the beginning.
When the case goes to trial, sources say Trump's lawyers plan to argue that the former president's false claims about the election were not criminal, and that his efforts were driven by the advice of outside attorneys. Outside the courthouse on Thursday, supporters and protesters gathered.
We've been waiting 7 years to be able to see justice, finally getting into gear for what the former president did.
This is his 3rd indictment. He will be found not guilty of all 3 indictments.
Special counsel Jack Smith says he's seeking a speedy trial. But Trump's legal team has indicated they will seek delays as the former president now faces charges in 3 separate cases. The legal teams are expected back in court August 28th. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Washington.
Vice President Kamala Harris visited Wisconsin today, touting the Biden administration's work to expand broadband. She made stops in Pleasant Prairie near Kenosha and also Milwaukee, talking about work being done to expand internet access for all Americans. Wisconsin is set to receive more than $1 billion in federal funding to address those efforts. She called the funding essential to making high-speed internet affordable and accessible.
In America in the 21st century, high-speed internet is not a luxury. It is a basic necessity.
The VP's visit to Wisconsin comes as the administration is making a point to visit the battleground state, as it's once again likely to play a pivotal role in President Biden's re-election effort. It also comes as Republicans prepare to host their first GOP presidential debate in Milwaukee, where the top contenders in the race will go head-to-head on August 23rd. Changes are coming at UW-Oshkosh as the university grapples with a projected $18 million deficit. Chancellor Andrew Levitt says the school will have to lay off scores of employees, offer early retirement deals, and impose furloughs as they work to get past that deficit His plan would cut around 200 staff and administrator roles. It also calls for employees to take furlough days starting this fall, with higher paid employees taking longer furloughs. No faculty positions are expected to be cut. Chancellor Leavitt says he wants to shield students from the impact of the deficit. 10 of the UW system's 13 four-year campuses are expected to face a combined $60 million deficit by next summer. As you prepare to get your kids back to school, the state is working to close gaps in special education staffing. The Wisconsin Department of Public Instruction is launching a program this fall to train and mentor 25 special educators across the state in their first year of teaching. It's that support which will make the difference, according to the Madison Teachers Union president and former special education teacher Michael Jones.
You need that person who's been there before, who's done it, who can help you through it, who can actually give you not only just like tricks, but just also just a basic level of empathy of, yeah, this is really difficult, and right now, like, it's okay to cry.
The program is set to launch with the first 25 teachers in September, and those running it say they hope to expand the mentorship to even more teachers in the future. Early August, always a special time here in Wisconsin. The State Fair is officially back in West Allis, celebrating 172 years. The fair celebrates agriculture and other industries important to Wisconsin's rich history and promising future. Enjoy rides, fair food, of course, live music, animal shows, carnival games, and much more. And bring your appetite, because the fair is debuting more than 100 new food items this year. The Wisconsin State Fair runs now through next Sunday, August 13th, at the fairgrounds, of course, there in West Allis. More stories just on the other side of the break at 10. Not your normal call for one Florida deputy called into action to stop a runaway boat. We'll share how this boat lost its captain just ahead. Stay with us.
Intuitive sit to start and the all-electric ID4. It's the little things. It's a VW. Visit your Volkswagen dealer today and get a $7,500 lease bonus on a new 2023 all-electric ID4.
We need to talk about Sonobello.
We are getting rid of all of this today.
Ladies, this summer you can cover up or feel confident from head to toe with Sonobello. One visit, permanent fat removal.
Look at this shape. My tummy is gone and my hourglass shape is back.
Wherever there's excess fat, we can remove it. That's what we do all day, every day.
Sonobello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good.
I could actually wear a two-piece after 25 years.
I have one big regret. I didn't go sooner.
Now, with our Best Body Summer event, you can schedule your free, no-obligation consultation, plus save $250 off instantly. That's $250 off your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more. Call 1-888-634-9939 or go to sonobello.com.
In a Class 3 casino, you're playing against the house, so there's no guarantee a player has to win, ever. And in a Class 2 casino, the players play against each other, and not the house. So someone always wins.
So you're saying... He's saying if you want to win at something, you have to go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, a Class 2 casino where someone has to win.
How about this then?
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
Why are there 2 extra seats? I know, Uncle Dane and his giant beard.
The Volkswagen Atlas with best-in-class third-row legroom. Visit your local dealer today to learn more about our Carefree Coverage Suite, standard on all 2023 Volkswagen models.
It was Good Vibes Only Friday.
Come vibe with Jay Ellis.
Oh my God, them abs. Ooh.
Plus,
it's already been named one of the best podcasts in the country by the New York Times.
The host of Vibe Check.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Tonight, a Madison woman is celebrating her 100th birthday. Our Mark Kane paid her a visit earlier to learn more about the city's newest centenarian.
This is your husband?
This is my husband.
Irene Washa met Robert Williams on St. Patrick's Day, right after World War II.
We met, well, naturally in a bar. Where else?
It was love at first sight. They married 2 years later.
We had a great life together. Had 5 great kids.
And how many grandkids?
31, one on the way. But they're greats and grands, and they're not even all on the wall. If they were on the wall, I'd have to build another wall.
Irene lost her husband in 1995, but she still lives in her East Side home where those 5 kids grew up. She still likes to garden, keep house, and host a weekly card game with 5 other ladies. And you are not going to believe me, but today is Irene Williams' 100th birthday.
That's a good attempt.
And she wasn't even the baby in the family. Emma Washa's last living child is turning 100.
I don't know where that came from.
Can you believe it?
Yeah. No, and I don't feel it either.
You don't act it either.
Not one bit. I don't feel it. I feel like I'm in my 70s.
Why do you think that is?
Why?
Why?
I think I had a good life. That's why. I had good family, and we were happy, and I think you have to be happy to be healthy.
2 of Irene's sons live in the area. Her son Mike put together this amazing book of an amazing life. Any part of your life would you change?
No way. I wouldn't change anything. No.
Mark Kane reporting. She looks great. Irene's mom, Emma, lived to be 105 years old when she passed away in 2001, so we think Irene has a way to go, and they're throwing a big birthday party for Irene this weekend. Hundreds of family members and friends will be there. It got so big, in fact, they had to rent out the Goodman Center for it, so a very happy birthday to Irene. Well, it seems people are no longer interested in Threads, Meta's Twitter rival. New data from market research firms show the company is struggling a bit to keep users. The data says Threads' daily active user count is down 82% from its launch as of Monday. Just 8 million users access the app each day, according to that report. That's the lowest it's been since the day after it was released. At that time, daily active users peaked at roughly 44 million. It seems now people barely even open the app, spending only a little over 2 minutes on it, even when they do. Meta is reportedly looking at adding retention-driving hooks to keep their users engaged. Well, check this video out. 4 Nigerians were rescued from the small, narrow rudder of a massive cargo ship by Brazilian federal police after stowing away there for 2 weeks. It happened back on July 10th, but we're just now getting the video of the rescue. Officers provided the men with water before rescuing them from that rudder. Despite being in a poor state of health, all 4 have recovered. The men believed the ship was heading to Europe and not Brazil. 2 have returned to Nigeria. The other 2 applied for asylum in Brazil. In Florida on Sunday, sheriff's deputies leaped into action literally in order to stop this runaway boat. It's traveling over 40 miles per hour. Deputies in the Coast Guard learned the boat's captain had fallen off and the boat was simply out of control. Now, this happened just off the coast of St. Petersburg down in Pinellas County, Florida. Body camera video from the deputy shows him leaping off a Coast Guard boat and onto that empty vessel before gaining control and bringing it to a stop. The sheriff's office said the driver of the runaway boat was saved by a good Samaritan. Pretty unbelievable there. Gary rejoins us now. First warn forecast and keeping an eye on Sunday.
Yeah, tonight we've actually had a couple of thunderstorms north and east of Madison. Take a look at 12-hour rainfall estimates. This shows you where the rain fell, mainly just across the northeastern portions of our viewing area, but there were a few places like north of the Dells and southern portions of Adams County that may have picked up almost 1.5 inches of rain, as well as parts of Fond du Lac County. There was even severe thunderstorm warnings for this cell that dropped southward into parts of Washington and far eastern portions of Dodge County. You can see on high-resolution radar now some storms producing heavy rain, but not a lot of lightning, moving through Dodge County into northern portions of Jefferson County, just north of I-94. These will probably start to weaken over the next hour or so. We've had a couple more showers and storms develop in northern portions of Juneau and Adams counties, but it's been hard for the precipitation to reach the rest of southern Wisconsin because the air aloft is pretty warm. So 6-hour future track radar shows the bulk of the precipitation staying to the north and east of Madison. Most of us will stay dry overnight. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Look for another warm day tomorrow with highs in the middle 80s. The heat index reading from about 87 to 92. It'll be dry for tomorrow night, and at least Saturday morning, with some shower and thunderstorm chances developing Saturday afternoon and Saturday night. But storms become likely on Sunday, and that bears some watching because we do have a first warn weather alert day in the forecast for Sunday. Severe thunderstorms are possible with high winds, hail, heavy rainfall. We could use the rain in a lot of areas, but not too much over a short period of time, and even the potential for some isolated tornadoes. And the problem is the path of a storm. That will determine the severe weather threat. Storm Prediction Center from the National Weather Service has outlooked all of the central Midwest, including the southern third of Wisconsin, for the possibility of severe weather on Sunday. Here's the setup. Future track on Sunday morning shows a possibility for a few isolated showers and thunderstorms. But as a storm system gets organized out to the west, you can see the circulation here in southern portions of Minnesota. Now, that circulation center is going to be critical. If it goes farther to the north, we have southerly winds out ahead of the storm that will warm us up to a little bit more than forecast, and that could lead to a higher tornado threat. If it moves farther to the south, the winds on the northern part of the storm will come in from the north and northeast. That will lead to more of a heavy rain, hail, and high wind threat, but keep the tornado threat farther to the south. This future track model takes the low almost directly over southern Wisconsin. So again, this bears some watching. This is Sunday night. Most of the severe weather would be Sunday afternoon, Sunday evening. And then as that low heads off to the east, the winds shift around to the west and northwest, and cooler weather moves in. The showers come to an end on Monday. Rainfall we could use about an inch to inch and a half of rain generally, but there could be some areas that pick up 2 to 3 inches of rain and heavier thunderstorms. It's just hard to pinpoint exactly who those will be. Tomorrow, not looking for any rain. Partly sunny, very warm and humid. High of 86. Heat index from about 87 to 92. And there might be a little fog early in the morning. Plan your day across Dane County. 86 with a high in Oregon, 86 in DeForest, and 84 in Marshall. Across the rest of southern Wisconsin, 88 in La Crosse, 85 in Camp Douglas, and 84 in Platteville. First warn 7 to 10 day forecast. 82 on Saturday. Thunderstorm chances start to arrive in the afternoon. Best chances for rain will be on Sunday, again with that severe weather threat, highs in the upper 70s. Around 80 early next week. The rain chances end early on Monday. Come back Wednesday night into Thursday with the highest threat on Thursday. They start to move away on Friday, and next weekend should be dry with highs right around 80.
And coming up in sports, the Wisconsin women's soccer team is just about ready to kick off their season. Why they say every game is like Christmas Day. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
When our clean, shiny truck pulls up in front of your house, yes! Everyone starts clapping because everyone is happy. And that's why they all start dancing. Woo!
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Planning a remodel? Don't toss your cabinets, furniture, and appliances. Donate to Habitat Restore. Your items stay out of landfills while proceeds create housing solutions for hardworking families. Build a stronger community with Habitat Restore of Dane County.
Champion Windows is celebrating our 70th anniversary with our best sale of the year. Right now, buy 2 Comfort 365 windows and get 2 free. Don't sweat over high energy bills. Buy 2, get 2 free. Call or schedule your free estimate online at getchampionwindows.com.
America, it's time to gear up and get out there in a new Ford vehicle. And it all starts at your local Ford dealer during the Discover Summer Sales Event. Choose from a great selection of trucks and SUVs equipped with the tech and comfort you need to discover your best summer ever. With a large inventory in stock, now is the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover summer with Ford. Choose Flex Buy on a 2023 Ford Bronco Sport and get 3.9% APR financing for 66 months plus $500 Flex Buy cash. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Kids will be back in school before we know it, and we want to make sure they're ready.
That's why Boys and Girls Clubs of Dane County and News 3 Now are collecting school supplies for area students.
Monday, August 7th, please help us stuff the bus. We'll be right here at Metcalf's Market behind Westtown Mall. Just look for the school bus.
Visit channel3000.com for details, and then stop by August 7th to help us stuff the bus.
Sponsored by Midwest Financial Group, Lamer's Bus Lines, and Metcalf's Market.
Want a tighter, flatter tummy and the hottest deal of the year? Then check out new Ab EX from Sono Bello.
After my pregnancies, my body just never bounced back. I had this stomach overhang that made me self-conscious.
Emotionally, it was really sad. Feeling good up here, but you look down and you don't.
After having my babies, it went in different direction. From here, it went to here, and I just couldn't get rid of that.
Introducing Ab EX from Sono Bello. Remove fat and lose excess skin permanently in just one visit.
I got the tummy tuck results without the tummy tuck downtime.
And I finally got the flat stomach I wanted.
I'm able to get back in my size 8 jeans. I feel sexy, I feel confident.
But it feels good to feel good and look good.
Schedule your free no-obligation consultation now and find out how to get your dream body on your budget with our best offer of the year. Call or go to sonobello.com and get exclusive access to our employee-only pricing.
When our clean, shiny truck pulls up in front of your house, yes! Everyone starts clapping because everyone is happy. And that's why they all start dancing. Woo!
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
It's been a long time since Wisconsin had a receiver room this deep and this talented. We're talking Chimere Dike, Skylar Bell, Keontez Lewis, C.J. Williams, and Will Pauling. But we're not done there. Enter 6'1", 215-pound Oklahoma State transfer. Bryson Green missed the spring ball because he was recovering from an injury. But now he's back, he's healthy, and finally seeing him on the field has Phil Longo pretty excited.
Addition of Bryson in the fall will give us a guy that probably is as strong, if not our strongest receiver out there. So when you watch him play, he's physically, he's a little bit different than some of the other guys. And that's not taking something away from them. That just happens to be Bryson's strength. So it'll be good to have a guy out there that can handle the longer corners or the bigger safeties.
Speaking of the receivers, the veteran of the group, Chimere Dike, landed himself on the Paul Hornung Award watch list, an award which is given to college football's most versatile player. Dike had his best season as a Badger last year, leading the team in receptions, receiving yards, and receiving touchdowns. He also rushed for a score. Joe Thomas officially becomes a member of the Pro Football Hall of Fame this weekend. Tonight, though, the former Badger was honored during the Hall of Fame game in Canton, where he received the loudest cheer out of the 2023 class. The Hall of Fame induction ceremony begins at 11 a.m. on Saturday. The Badger women's soccer team is in the middle of their preseason prep. Wisconsin has 2 scrimmages over the next 8 days. Then they'll kick off the season. And this year's group is a blend of veteran players and skilled newbies who are excited to just get it going. And they have their sights on improving from the 3rd place finish in conference a season ago.
We have a very deep roster this year and a lot of players that are bringing a bunch of new things to the table that we haven't seen before. So I think the standard has been set very, very high. It's a very competitive atmosphere so far this preseason. So I want to say that the bar is very, very high for us.
I told the players we're looking to see how good can we be. So it's more like every game is going to be more like Christmas for me, getting exciting and seeing what's going to come out every time.
The Brewers trying to get back on track. Good thing the Pirates are in town. The Crews spotted them 1 run in the first, and then they went to work. Sal Frelick bounces one off the outfield wall to bring home 2, and the offense was far from done. Milwaukee scored 14 unanswered runs, went on to win 14-1. We're back after this.
This week's Hy-Vee hot deals are a value pack of Hy-Vee chicken breast, $1.99 a pound. Stamilt red cherries, $1.66 a pound when you buy a 3-pound pack. And lots of Mozza pizza, only $5.97. All week long at Hy-Vee.
When an appliance you rely on goes kaput, you can count on family-owned Brothers Maine, Southern Wisconsin's local appliance authority since 1938. With thousands of in-stock options, we have the brands you want at the lowest prices guaranteed. Even big box can't beat our prices. Our experienced team of appliance experts will help you make the right selection, and we deliver it fast and free to your home. What you need when you need it. Shop appliances you can bring home today at our Madison and Janesville showrooms. Feel like family. Brothers Maine.
Get 11% off everything at Menards. The Suncast 7x7 Defender storage shed is built with reinforced walls, floor, and roof to withstand heavy loads. Whether big or small, now you can store it all with a 7x7 Defender storage shed. Just $849.99 after rebate. Check out Menards' huge selection of concrete landscape blocks. We have the perfect block for your next project. These 16x16 patio blocks are only $2.99 each after 11% off at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Hello, I'm Mike Lindell, and I'm here to tell you about my brand new product, My Slippers. What makes My Slippers different from those other slippers is my exclusive 4-layer design. I wanted My Slippers to have everything you'd ever want in a pair of slippers.
When I first put my slippers on, I was like, wow, they feel great, and most importantly, they have the support that I need in a pair of slippers.
I'm interrupting this commercial to let you know we're having the biggest My Slipper closeout sale ever. Get our all-season My Slippers and sandals at clearance prices. They're made with our patented impact gel that absorbs and releases pressure so you can comfortably wear them all day long. So go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to get our all-season My Slippers, originally on sale for $59.98, now only $25, or our sandals for just $19.50. Quantities are extremely limited, so please order now.
Entresto is the #1 heart failure brand prescribed by cardiologists. It was proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. And don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
It's Hy-Vee's Mega Meat Sale this Friday through Sunday. Fresh ground chuck, $3.99 a pound. Whole boneless pork loin, $1.69 a pound. And pork loin back ribs, only $2.99 a pound. Only at Hy-Vee.
The First Warn Weather Team takes you beyond the barometer, only on News 3 Now.
We'll give Gary a break from Final Weather tonight because we got to say goodbye to another member of our crew who's going off to college. Last night it was Connor Davis. Tonight, his partner in crime, Tyler Brose. We got Tyler in the... There he is. Wave to us. He's off to the Harvard of the Midwest, Indiana University. I don't know how he got in, but he got in.
Did you write a letter of recommendation?
I did not. That would have eliminated him immediately. Best of luck, Tyler, on your
Great
adventures down in Bloomington. He's going to be in the media school down there. Those two have been a great part of what we've done this summer here at Channel 3. So best of luck, fellas. Have a good night, folks.